What is up,
Oh.
Chopping Chatters? Welcome to another episode, Better Late Than Never. We are your host. I am the Dre Magics, aka Yitzilog.
Yes, and I am your Big Time Becky, also known as Anil, actually is my name, but call me Big Time Becky. Yes, better late than never. Unfortunately, Dre and I didn't have a lot of stuff to talk about the last few weeks.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? The time has finally come. It is Mania Week, aka Holy Week. This weird, but
Yeah.
more importantly than I'm not gonna put that on anyone. Heroes from the Dead, but also it's Mania Week.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, look, we don't have
It,
to go through it match by match, but what are
no.
you looking to watch? Like, what's your important thing that you're looking to take away from?
Okay. I I have okay, so I was ranting to Dre about how like boring the shows have been, and this is not like just a negative thing. It's really just comparing it from last year's bill. Like
Yeah.
it's not. I don't even have to go as far as WrestleMania 14. No, as far as last year's bill, this this seemed more like it's rushed, but it's okay because I think they figured some of their stuff out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not complaining about the matches or whatever. It's not that. I'm just it was more just there was nothing much to bite outside what was happening week after week. There was no diversity in the promos. That was my thing, and I think a lot of people on the internet share that. But I do like I am not complaining about the matches and I'm not complaining about the feuds. I actually am very excited. I am looking forward to the most, of course, are the two main events. Come on. I like just saying that I get goosebumps. I'm like, man, Cody and Cena and then the triple threat, those are like those are like two timeless main events.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure. It's interesting, right? Because I figured out. Hey, I figured out why I don't like CM Punk. I figured it out
Why? Why?
because he makes mountains out of molehills. All of his promos are making such a big deal of something that should not matter. Right? Because
Yes.
when we were talking
Yes.
about him versus Drew, it was about some stupid bracelet
Bracelet. Yeah.
that's like $1 to make, right? Now, like this big favor from like War Games is just, hey, he's gonna be in my corner instead of yours. Which okay, I get it, but he's still at ringside. It changes nothing. It's just like he's he's gonna walk out with me this time.
Yeah.
Right? Because like Heyman isn't a guy that's gonna interfere in the match.
Yes.
Like I'd understand if like, oh shit, your bloodline has to walk with me, and like, okay, now there's like a possibility for interference, right? But it's like it doesn't matter. Who cares? You know?
Yeah. I
Um,
had this. I had. Sorry, you can go ahead.
no. I was done.
No. I had the same thought because I was like, see, this is what. Okay, we're gonna probably jumble up some stuff, but this is where I was like, I think Triple H or creative in general has sort of found like this formula where you just have to make the stakes personal, which I think is really how it was all the time. And that's why, everybody bought into the Stone Cold Steve Austin idea because everybody hated their boss. So, it still stands to the day.
That's why Edge stole Matt Hardy's girlfriend and
Yeah, right?
fucked
So
her
I was like,
family.
and right, so I think when I was watching, I was like, there was really nothing personal about their stakes outside CM Punk finally main eventing WrestleMania.
No.
So I think that's why, like, outside their star power, I think they were like, no, let's put something. So I have a feeling that it sets up a longer term with Heyman and the three, and then something, Heyman might betray somebody on Sunday or Saturday rather. So it's like, um, I don't know. I think I get you. I was also like, I think they're forcing it. But of course, every time they do that, it keeps the stakes higher. So again, like for Cody, it's again personal for Cody. So I think it's just their formula. And you're right. It's like now because I think I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not calling out creative, but it seems like everyone's not ready. Like everyone seems unprepared for this card.
Yeah, I feel like everyone needs an extra week to prep.
Right?
Right?
I was like, because there are just some matches where I'm like, I have no interest in watching that at a WrestleMania. Like a Monday Night Raw would suffice. Like,
Yeah.
how the hell did we get a tag team title match? Anyway, we're talking about the things we like. So yeah, so the two main events, I'm super excited. I think it's great.
I'm excited for Cody Cena.
Yes, yes,
Um,
because that's really like, my God, I wonder what they're gonna do.
yeah, they're really making Cody Superman, right? Where he's like
Yeah,
he's standing up for the business as a whole.
yeah.
Um, there's a man. There's like rumors floating around that they're saying Jey is gonna be part of the Rock Squad.
What?
Yeah, there are rumors of like the way he's delivering his promo that he might join the Rock Squad, which I'm like, whatever. At least it puts him in a main event storyline. I don't care what
Yeah.
happens.
I do think Jey Uso will win. I just don't see anything because I think Cody is going to lose. I think it just makes for better TV for Cena to break Flair's record
Damn.
and have Cody chase him the whole year. And I think not even just Cody, just like really elevate a lot more others for his entire year. I think that's the best like giveaway John Cena could give to the company is like, I'm just gonna elevate all my challengers up until next year's WrestleMania where Cody beats me and I
Well,
finally, retire.
I don't think.
Like,
I think Cena. Do you think Cena ends this year? Like, you think he's done this year?
I think next year. I think again, like I think it would be for me at least as a fan. I'd love to see him win, and then hold it for the whole year and just elevate all these feuds. Bring back nostalgic moments while elevating new characters. I was like, I think him as a champion and having Cody chase again for another year. Because Cody and Roman, despite to the other internet people, long-term storytelling does not mean telling a story for a long time.
Right.
It just means you have stories intertwined and, it's like a whole web. So with Cody and Roman, he was chasing, but he also had other feuds in between, and that's why Cody became such a draw because he had such a dynamic character now with
Yeah.
all the other things he needs done. So I think if Cena wins and if he first he deserves that record. I think nobody has wrestled more than John Cena in his life. In this lifetime, and has really, despite issues about him, and Alex Riley cough, but like despite other issues about him, I think I'd love to see him be the heel champion.
You know what? I would like to see Cena win. I want to see him carry it all the way to War Games. We build it to like this giant War Games match, and that's it.
Oh,
Say love
true.
you. Like that's when the
If
year
he's
ends. That's when the promise.
true.
Your last year in the WWE. I'm
That's true.
actually kind of excited for that match. The triple threat. I'm like, man, I know they're not gonna give it to Roman, but I need Roman to win.
I need Roman to win too. I am, but I think it might be Seth.
I'm
But
guessing it's
he
Seth.
did have the last laugh. So WWE is predictable that way. Like if you have the last laugh, then you lose the next night. So he
Love the
might
Jey
take
Uso stuff. I love the like attitude change, like the game.
see because I'm glad that they realized midway that there's nothing going on here. So the Jimmys they have to like create a mountain out of a mole, as he said. So now they put this, okay, let's beat Jimmy up. And now everyone's like, oh, we hate you, Gunther. Like, why did you do that?
Now we hate you.
So, right? So it's same thing with Tiffany and Charlotte. I do not believe for 1 second that these two people hate each other. I think they're playing us. Because remember in 2019 when the fans realized that the first women's main event was not enough. And then all this Becky, Charlotte backstage thing started coming out. Like, they hate each other in real life.
Yeah.
You know, like, they don't. They worked such a great match. Like, so I think this one, that's why I said Charlotte was the one who's going to legitimize Tiffany. Because look at how over Tiffany is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And just to call out, please, come on, guys, it's 2025. Let's not be ageist and sexist and, shame Charlotte for her divorce and then shame her for her age.
Right?
She looks great for her age. She's a great worker. And you guys are all buying it. You guys are all sipping the Kool-Aid. She is masterfully doing. Like, I was like, oh my God, Charlotte is the queen. Look at her facial expressions. The way she sold the divorce thing. And now everyone's like, oh my God, they hate each other. No, they don't. This is how Charlotte gifts Tiffany, the keys to the city, as she did Rhea. So it's like, I am now excited. People are now talking about Tiffany and Charlotte. So it's like, you really just have to put in a little something personal there.
Dude, I want that Rey Mysterio Grande Americana, that should be mask for mask.
Yeah.
It's nice, like, hey, whether it's Gable or not, it should be mask for mask. And me and a friend of mine, we were thinking of a cool little, like, twist in that story where, because obviously everyone's like, oh, it's Gable, but there's plausible deniability because of a mask, right?
Yeah.
At Mania, Rey Mysterio versus Grande Americano, but it's one of the creeds in the mask and outfit.
Yeah.
Because the story, it's still the same. Oh, who is it? But then, like, okay, so he beats this one, but then it's like, now he has to fight the other creed in the same mask, right? So it's like a stupid clown car thing, but that's what it is anyway.
Yeah, it's a very recycled Blue Blazer storyline.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah, right. Who is the Blue Blazer? And it was Jeff Jarrett. It was like whoever, and then it was Owen Hart finally. Oh. So I think when I saw that match, I was like, first of all, El Grande Americana sounds like a fucking Starbucks order.
Yeah, that's a coffee order.
Right, like, and then you're up against Ray. That was one of the matches where I was like, I would have traded this. I no hate to them, but I would have traded this for a SmackDown like ladder tag team match or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like really, and then that New Day, but because the New Day is so over right now, so I do think they're going to be. I do want them to be the new tag team champions. I love the Viking, right? But New Day will just. That heel heat needs a title.
Yeah, and look, we can make them a feud. We can make them a feud. What was it? Cactus Jack versus the New Age Outlaws.
Yeah.
Right? Like a legitimate tag team. Like we're gonna do our best versus like these asshole champs. Oh.
Yeah. No, so I'm like, okay, I think New Day's going to win. I think they're going to breathe new life to those tag team titles because they have been dead on arrival. And then that's my thing. It's like now SmackDown's tag division is not dead. It is alive and well. You have featured it every week. And they don't have a match. Like, come on. I hope they have something, even a pre-show or something. They earned it. So yeah, the triple threat, like we've all called it. So that was one of the more exciting matches, but that's why I wasn't in the mood to shoot anything, guys, because it was like, this is so exciting. And we get the same. Io gets ignored and she attacks. like what, 3 straight weeks? I'm like, right. This is all we're getting. Right. Like, and you have so much history among the 3 of those superstars that I'm just like, there has to be a better build than this, And it's like, and the random women's tag team title match also, I was like, really? Like,
they're really just trying to fill a Mania card,
Right? I was like, what happened?
But
I was
listen,
like, yeah,
a fatal four-way for the IC belt? We're finally
that's
getting it?
cool. That's cool. That's cool.
I need,
You know,
I need, I
and
need Dom to
I,
take
re-
it.
and I remember Michael Cole saying, like, for the first time ever in WrestleMania, and I was like, Michael Cole, I don't know if that's accurate. I have to double check, but I remember WrestleMania 15 that we had Road Dogg, Val Venus, Jeff Jarrett, and I think maybe one more. So I'm not sure if that was Fatal Four Way. The Godfather, I think that was like um Fatal Four Way. So I was like Michael Cole. I don't think this is the first Fatal Four Way for the Intercontinental. But yeah,
But I
Dom.
mean,
Yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was like, yeah, Michael Cole said it was the first ever, and I was like, no. Because I am a Goldust stan, so I know all Goldust matches. I know he was in a WrestleMania IC title match with Road Dogg, Val Venus, and Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Speaking of people announcing wrong, you don't think Rhea Ripley representing Judgment Day is gonna win the match?
dude, Judgment Day needs a revamp.
Yeah,
It's just, I don't
it's
know.
gonna
A lot of
happen.
it,
I think it's gonna happen
yeah.
soon because Dom's gonna win the belt.
Yeah, he has to. I honestly think like a lot of the heels, well, except Jay. So Jay should retain. A part of me wants Charlotte to win, just to further, because I'm like, come on, this heat is so golden. Like you can't not take it, and
Yeah.
add Naya to the mixer. So I don't know, just something.
Yeah.
So I do want Charlotte to take it. I do want Jacob Fatu to become the United States champion.
Oh, I love that.
I'm sorry, LA, but it's Jacob.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is. He's so vanilla white boring. I'm sorry. He is very nice to look at. He's like real daddy material to me. But it's like that's it. No offense though. He's still great. Like it's not like I'm not a fan. But
He stopped.
Jacob,
He stopped
yeah.
botching that backwards jump. You can do it now.
Oh my God, thank God. And yeah, I think Jacob. What do you think, Jacob?
I like Jacob. I don't like him part of any bloodline anymore. Like he doesn't need it.
No, yeah.
He betrays Solo, or Solo You know what? They gotta bring Zilla in soon, and I think that's like the vibe where there's like a Solo Tama versus Zilla Jacob thing.
Yeah.
Because right now there's no bloodline stuff. They're all just like there, which is great.
Yeah.
You don't need a bloodline all the time, especially if Jay's doing his own thing, and then like Jimmy's injured, but he's gonna come after something.
Yeah. I'm pretty sad that Solo isn't on the card. I mean, after everything,
Yeah.
and like Drew and Damien, I'm also okay
Maybe
with it.
Solo fights Randy. Special.
Oh, that's true. We still don't have an opponent for Randy. Oh my God, I would totally do Solo just because, he needs the heel heat. Actually, I'm pretty actually. I'm pretty upset that we're not seeing Solo and Braun. I just think that's a pretty good feud for the IC belt. I think would be real killer. So yeah, but I think Dom should win. Pretty much that's it for me. There's nothing much more. There's a bunch of random matches.
You don't want to see Eye Patch McGee versus freaking Damien from the streets? Damien from the
right? It's like
nothing else.
but I bet it's gonna be fun. I bet it's still gonna be fun. There's something I have to give respect to creative. Even if I whine particularly so much about Raw and SmackDown. They have delivered the last PLEs really wonderfully, like the Rumble, the Elimination Chamber. So I hope, and it's just like I think WrestleMania is gonna be 18 hours. matches. And I'm just like,
Oh, and I'm here for all of them.
I was like,
For,
okay, so I've completely vacated my weekend.
yeah.
So
I'm
we
here.
were supposed to have a watch party. Yeah,
I know
but
I
that's
have a
not.
gig, but look, listen. After my gig, I'm watching the Hall of Fame, ready to cry my eyes out. You know,
Yes,
because it's
yes.
crazy because I know, and I think this is one of the first Hall of Fames that I've seen matches and followed the career of all of them.
Yeah, yeah,
Where
yeah.
I'm like, I
I was
know
gonna
all
say
these
too.
people. I like I've seen them, and so it's like number one, fuck, I'm old, but number two, like, okay, this is gonna be a cool Hall of Fame.
Oh, the Stone Cold Bret Hart moment is going to get me. Like,
Oh,
oh my
for
god!
sure.
That was like the birth of the new era of WWE. I would really say when people say, when do you think Attitude started? I think it was that.
Yeah.
That particular like WrestleMania match, WrestleMania 13. I also saw The Undertaker win against Psycho. So that was like, we're gonna start doing reviews of those because those have been really nostalgic for us, and it's just much better seeing it as an adult compared to watching it as a child. And, like
Speaking of
seeing.
nostalgia, people
Uh-huh.
have been comparing Liv and Raquel to Shawn Michael and Diesel, and I am
I
here
was
for
gonna
it.
say, yeah, I was gonna say I'm here for that. I think that's great. It could also, yeah, Sean. It could also be Enzo and Cass.
Yeah. Not
Sorry.
that hopefully.
But okay, Dre, what is your 3 count for us this week?
Let's do 3 count. Who do you think should be in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, oh yeah.
In my head,
Like,
they might already be in the Hall of Fame, but like, you would just fact check me if they're in or not.
okay, if I know, I'm not. I don't.
Mhm.
Um. Oh my gosh, who should be in the WWE Hall of Fame?
Also, while you
China.
think about that, I was looking at this meme or like this like info graph
Uh-huh.
where they were talking about the Nation of Domination, and they were like, yeah, in Nation of Domination, the first rendition, there was like one black guy, and I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I remember. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
Thank God they like
they
diversified.
figured it out. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. For me,
Um,
China. China should be like as herself, like should be in the Hall of Fame, regardless of all the issues. She showed up and showed out. So
yeah.
China needs to be there.
Is Owen Hart in the Hall of Fame?
I'm not sure if they allowed. I know they wanted to, but right, they didn't allow him or something. Like,
Owen Hart.
yeah. If yeah, Owen Hart for sure. Who is my second one? Oh my gosh, the WWE Hall of Fame. I think more women need to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So I have China. I have Sable. If Sunny
Ooh.
is in the Hall of Fame, Sable needs to be in the Hall of
She's not in the Hall of
Fame.
Fame?
No, it's been like everyone's been wondering about that, but I think Sable deserves a spot because everybody say, "Oh, Sunny is the original diva." I'm like, Sunny was a diva, but my original diva is Sable, like
Yeah, Sonny
because
went to
she was the
jail
one
a
who
few
actually,
times.
right, and Sunny killed somebody, so it's like if she's in the Hall of Fame, if,
Yeah.
like Sable should be in the, and like
Yeah.
Sunny never wrestled. Sable actually wrestled, not the best, but
Yeah.
she did her best. So I
Fuck.
would do China Sable. Oh my god, one more.
You're gonna get mad
There's a
at my
lot of.
second pick.
Who's your second pick?
Gold Dust.
Oh yes, how could I not? Oh my god, I totally forgot. I thought this was gonna be his year, but I hope they give him next year. I hope he headlines a class. So I'm actually kind of happy that they didn't give him this year because I think he should headline next year
Yeah.
and return to the WWE.
But it's just such
Like,
a, like, okay, impact wise, look, I know he wasn't world champ, right? He
yeah,
was, but he was like such a work, like he was there every week doing his thing, and
yeah,
like he was so iconic. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. He
Goldust
really
deserves to be in the
did.
Hall of Fame.
I know. I was like, oh, I've been watching him, and I was just like, damn, no wonder I grew up as like a slutty kid watching Goldust and thinking, this is what gay guys do. I was really like, this is my only role model for what a gay is. So I was like, man, I was like, I'm so glad I didn't really harass anybody.
Yeah.
That was like, but yeah, that's funny. Okay, I need one more. I need one more in the Hall of Fame who's probably not in the Hall of Fame. Everybody I know is in the Hall of Fame. Oh my gosh, I am in a blank. Do you have another one?
I'm trying to think. They're not gonna give it to me though. They're not gonna give this to me.
Who?
Ever. The New Age Outlaws.
Oh yeah, but
Like as a
aren't
team,
they
like
as
not part of
DX?
DX,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But like as a team, they were very influential in the tag team division at that time.
Yes. No, you're absolutely right. I would. Ah, you know who I think should be Raven.
I was just watching a Raven match. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was watching a Raven match and I'm like, who is this Jeff Hardy looking motherfucker?
I would do Raven.
Punk rock Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, I was like, Raven was actually a stripper for a while too. So, yeah, he was like before he became that grungy Jeff Hardy. He was like this stereotypically like good-looking guy, clean cut, nice body, and would strip like Chippendale style. So I was like, and then he brought out his real self as Raven. But yeah, I think Raven deserves to be in the Hall of Fame if he isn't. So
there's so many good. I like to call them acts, right? There's so many good acts that deserve to be there, but it's just like,
True.
Like fucking Takamichi Noku. Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. No, he needs to be in the Hall of Fame. He was like the first light heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
So it's like he deserves it. Kai and Tai, yeah. Okay.
That's been another episode of Chop and Chat. We're in Mania week. We're probably gonna get back to you after we see all the things. Oh, we gotta do a Slammy prediction.
Are the Slammies up?
I sent you that meme of like what the Slammy categories are. And we can do it however you want to do it. We can do like, I can shoot a solo video if you want. Because I know we don't have time for it today. But we can do predictions and then results.
Okay, we can do it next week if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Or, I mean, we can shoot... Okay, we'll text. We'll like... I'm down either way. We can record it together. We could record it solo. And then we could just, like, patch it together. That's fine, too.
Cool. How would you guys prefer we do it? Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to cut any of that out. But that's been another episode of Chop and Chat. We've been your hosts. I'm Dre Magic, a.k.a. Yitzi Log.
I am Anil, a.k.a. your big time Becky.
Thanks,
and this has been another chat. Enjoy WrestleMania, guys! Oh my god, we can't wait to see you guys after. I bet it's going to be fun.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
All right. Bye.